Hopefully everybody can hear me this time. Mic check, 1, 2. Mic check, 1, 2. Oh, I didn't want to go that way. What am I doing here? Welcome to the following presentation of the World Football League on the Replay Sports Channel. Good evening, football fans. Welcome. We are concluding Week 1 of the 2022 season with the Las Vegas Outlaws taking on the Orlando Apollos. It's Monday Night Football, actually having Monday Night Football on a Monday night. So welcome. Thank you for watching on our YouTube channel tonight. We'll be talking about both of these teams as the night goes on, but a little bit of basics of what you need to know. The Las Vegas Outlaws won the Pacific Division last season, but their journey ended in the divisional round with an upset loss to the Memphis Express. The Orlando Apollos won the Southern Division and promptly lost 3 straight games to end the regular season. Nonetheless, they were able to right the ship in time to make a playoff run, which of course stopped at BMO Field in Toronto, where they lost to the Hitmen, the eventual league champions. So these two contenders for the title will get our season off to a start, our Monday night schedule. We've already played Week 1, and we'll recap those games for you at halftime. But a lot of familiarity between these two teams as we'll move along. A lot of interesting free agency moves between the two clubs as well. So we head down the field. There's been a little bit of light rain here this evening. Very warm, 91 degrees, no wind to speak of. Typical Central Florida night here in Orlando. The Apollos won the toss, but have elected to kick off. They've deferred the choice to the second half. And we are all set to go. The ball is teed up. Barber is the deep man for Vegas. 44th season of the World Football League, which got underway on Thursday, will conclude tonight, Week 1, as that kickoff by Orlando sails through the end zone for a touchback. Let's take a look at the Las Vegas offense, led by quarterback Derek Carr. Running backs will be Jonathan Taylor. Candidate for Rookie of the Year last season. Fullback will be Reggie Gillum. Wide receiver Devontae Adams, as he gets a very cool welcome here at Orlando. Used to play for the Apollos for several years. When free agency started, he took his talents west to the desert. Other wide receiver Jacoby Myers and the tight end Dallas Goedert. Let's take a look at that offensive line as they break the huddle. Taylor Decker will be at left tackle, Trey Smith at left guard, Jason Kelsey will be the center, Ali Marpet right guard, Kelvin Beachum the right tackle. 1st and 10, Vegas in their white visiting uniforms, white jerseys, white pants, black numerals, black helmets. They'll be working their way left to right across your screen. Gilliam shifts out of the pro set formation. Carr calling the signals. Play action. Carr back to pass on his first play. Completes it to Adams. Adams, the former Orlando wide receiver, makes the first catch in his new uniform for the Las Vegas Outlaws. Let's take a look at that Orlando defense. They'll use a 3-4 defense. Defensive ends, Eric Armstead, and DJ Wonham. Nose tackle will be Fletcher Cox. The outside are the linebackers, Levante David, Leighton Vander Esch, Anthony Hitchens, and Josh Allen. Defensive secondary, Marlon Humphrey, Marcus Williams, Logan Ryan, and Darius Williams. 18-yard pickup on the play brings up 1st and 10 at the Las Vegas 43. Vegas will shift back to the I formation now. Taylor, the deep man. Sweep right, pitch to Taylor, looking for room to the 45. Finally tackled by Vander Esch at the 47. Gain of 4 yards brings up 2nd and 6. Vegas making the big moves to start free agency, picking up Devontae Adams. They also added some help on the offensive line. Alex Kappa from Los Angeles and also Ted Karras from Orlando. Bring up 2nd and 6. The Outlaws will shift to 3 wide receiver set. Kamara is now the lone setback. Adams, Myers, and Moore are the wide receivers. Back to pass. With time, Carr throws underneath to Myers. He's tackled immediately by Williams for Las Vegas. They need to get to the Orlando 47 for the first down. They'll stay with a 3 wide receiver set here. Goddard moves to the slot. He throws to Goddard, has room to run, has a first down, a little more. He's to the 40, near the 35, angled out of bounds by Marlon Humphrey. Las Vegas, head coach this year, Todd Bowles, formerly defensive coordinator, replaced the retiring Bruce Arians. Vegas on the move, opening possession of the game. I formation behind Carr. Taylor takes the handoff up the middle, moves to the left, gets inside the 35, brought down by Hitchens at the 34. As I alluded to earlier, we started the season on Thursday night with Berlin-Toronto. That was a broadcast game, but had some issues with the microphone that I wasn't aware of until after I posted the game on YouTube. So that's kind of an announcerless game, but what I talked about, and I'll share again here, is I'm using the new DK Sports Action PC 22 version of the football game, and two of the additions that I really like. Of course, the ambient crowd sound, got to have that. Hopefully, you're hearing me over the crowd sound. If not, we'll make adjustments as we move along. But also the use of the hash marks. When a play goes to the left, and of course the next play, they'll use the left hash marks and so forth with the right. So that's just something I really appreciate them including in the game. So it's 2nd and 8 now. Las Vegas has the ball at the Orlando 34. We're just underway here in Orlando. Kamara comes into the game now at running back. Kamara gets the handoff off tackle right near the 31-yard line, where he's tackled by Armstead. A gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 5. Carr will empty out the backfield on 3rd and short. From the pistol, back to pass. With time, completes it to Adams at the 25. First down, Las Vegas. Adams makes his 2nd catch of the night. Adams last year for Orlando, 82 receptions, 1,002 yards, and 8 touchdowns. 1st and 10, ball at the Orlando 23. Vegas on the game's first possession. Gillum goes in motion. Carr back to pass. Under pressure, completes a screen over to Taylor. He's to the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Carr, under a heavy rush there, manages to get the screen off. And then Jonathan Taylor, second-year man, does the rest. And the Outlaws draw first blood. 23-yard touchdown pass from Carr to Taylor. And Gay's extra point attempt is good. So an 8-play, 75-yard, 5-minute opening drive nets Las Vegas 7 points. They lead 7-0 with 10 minutes to go here in quarter number 1. A warm evening here in Orlando. Game time temperature 91 degrees, light rain from Bright House Field here in Orlando. Rogers, the deep man, preparing to return the kickoff. And this is going to go deep. He's going to let it go. And Orlando will get the ball at their own 25. Josh Allen leads out the Apollo offense. The lone running back will be Najee Harris. Rookie Najee Harris. If you haven't been following the Orlando travails of the offseason, their starting running back last season, Gus Edwards, out for the season. Torn ACL during training camp practice. So Najee Harris will be the main feature back. Taysom Hill, wide receiver / quarterback / running back, and Christian Kirk. They have another new wide receiver, which we'll talk about in a moment. Let's take a look at the tight ends. You've got Gabe Neighbors and Blake Jarwin, left tackle. Ronnie Staley, left guard. Quinn Miners, center. Nick Martin, right guard. Brandon Scherf, and at right tackle, Taylor Lewan. 1st and 10, Orlando. They're in their home uniforms, orange jerseys, white pants, blue helmets. They're moving right to left across your screen. Allen, under center, calling out the play. Back to pass. Screen for the rookie Harris, but incomplete. Garrett was there after him. Let's take a look at that Las Vegas defense. One of the top defenses last season, top number 3 overall last season. They'll use a 3-4. Chris Jones, Myles Garrett, led the league in sacks last year at the defensive ends. Larry Ogunjobi will be the nose tackle. Your linebackers, Harold Landry, Kyle Van Noy, and Rashawn Gary. Defensive backs, they use a nickel formation. Denzel Ward, Minka Fitzpatrick, Rodney McLeod, Chuck Clark, and Joe Hayden are the defensive backs. 2nd and 10, just under 10 minutes to go. Orlando with its first possession of the game. The Apollos will move to a 3 wide receiver set. Harris will stay in at the running back position. Back to pass. Fires, looking for Lockett, but it's incomplete. Right off his hands. Defended by Ward. Incomplete, brings up 3rd and 10. Tyreek Hill, you may have noticed, in on that play. Tyreek Hill coming over from London in the offseason in the free agency market. After Devontae Adams left Orlando to go to Las Vegas. 4 wide receivers set now for Orlando. On 3rd and 10. Allen from the shotgun. Back to pass. Fires. Completes to Tyreek Hill. For the first down. Gain of 15 yards. Hill makes his first reception as a member of the Apollos. Orlando last season had the #1 ranked offense, averaging 423 yards a game. #1 running attack, #6 passing attack. They pick up the first down. Now we have another Harris in at running back. This time it is Damian Harris. So you have Najee Harris, the rookie, and you have Damian Harris, the other running back. If we couldn't make this more confusing. 1st and 10, ball at the Orlando 40. 9.5 minutes to go here in quarter #1. Harris gets the handoff, off tackle right. Gains about a couple. Davis with a stop at the 42. Vegas last year defensively were #3 against the run, allowing an average of just 88 yards a game. And #5 against the pass, allowing just 238 yards per game. Brings up 2nd and 8. Orlando will go 3 wide. Allen back from the pistol, back to pass, fires underneath, looking for Lockett, incomplete. Ward very close on the coverage there. And that'll bring up 3rd and 8. Ball at the Orlando 42. They need to get to the 50-yard line to pick up the first down. Empty backfield for Josh Allen. Won the starting position about a year ago. First season that Orlando does not have Drew Brees. He officially retired in the offseason. And now it is Josh Allen's team moving forward. 4 wide receivers set for Orlando. Man in motion. Back to pass, looking for Lockett, but it's incomplete. And the defense had a lot of those wide receivers covered there, so Allen had to check down to Lockett, but no good. Brings up 4th and 8 and time to punt. Johnny Hecker is back to punt for Orlando. Peoples-Jones will be back to receive. Standing at about his own 21-yard line. Hecker gets away a good one, aiming for the far side. Peoples-Jones will watch it go out of bounds at the Las Vegas 20-yard line. So we have a timeout on the field, 7:55 to go here, first quarter. The Outlaws lead at 7-0 here on Monday Night Football on the Replay Sports Channel. Second possession of the night for the Outlaws. Starting at their own 20 this time. Derek Carr breaks the huddle. Gillum will move into a slot formation. Taylor, the lone running back. Back to pass, under pressure. Screen to Taylor again. He's to the 25, near the first down. Tackled by Williams. They're going to say he's just a bit short of the first down line there at the 30. I'll make it 2nd and inches here for the Outlaws. Taylor makes way for Alvin Kamara. Try to pick up a couple of blades of grass here to get the first down. Man in motion, the give to Kamara, off tackle left. He's got the first down. Tackled by Wonham at the Las Vegas 31. Last year's playoff run by Las Vegas, that was their first playoff appearance in 5 seasons. 2017 was the last time they had made the playoffs. Carr will go 3 wide receivers this time. Kamara, the lone running back. Play action. Carr sets to pass. Completes it to Moore at midfield. Little room to run. Finally tackled by Humphrey. At the Orlando 42, a gain of 27 yards. We'll have to take a look at that one again. Carr works the play action perfectly. And Moore has some room on his man, Humphrey, who finally trips him up at the Orlando 42. 1st and 10 for Las Vegas. Taylor back in the game at running back. Pitch right to Taylor, looking for room. And he's going to be stuffed at the line by Armstead. No gain. Brings up 2nd and 10. Kamara back into the game now at running back. Screen underneath to Kamara inside the 40. Van Der Esch is there with a tackle. Kamara with a gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 6. These two teams seem to like to start the season against each other. I think they have opened the season or have played against each other early in the season the past 2 years in a row. I think all of them have been here. Las Vegas leads the series 7-6. Their 14th meeting altogether. Carr will empty out the backfield on 3rd and 6. Carr back to pass. Over the middle, completes to Myers inside the 30. Gets to about the 25. Williams will tackle him down at the 24. 1st and 10, Las Vegas. Under the 5-minute mark here of the first quarter. Vegas has a 7-0 lead. Vegas looking to add to their total. Kamara, the lone setback. Carr from the gun, back to pass. Completes it to Moore inside the 20s to the 15. Knocked out of bounds by Humphrey. Not before picking up the 1st down. Exactly a 10-yard gain. Ball will be spotted at the Orlando 14. Vegas moving the ball quite well so far tonight. They'll stay in that 3 wide receiver formation. Kamara, the lone running back. Carr back to pass, fires to Kamara in the screen, heads down the sidelines, gets to about the 10 before being tackled by Van Der Esch. Carr, 11 of 11 so far for 135 yards here in the first quarter. He's off to a hot start. Carr breaks the huddle. Three wide receiver set. Man in motion. Carr back to pass with time. Completes it to Adams. Touchdown. Adams scores for the first time in Las Vegas, black and white, much to the dismay of the hometown Orlando Apollo fans. We'll take a look at that play again. Adams was the man in motion and then able to run the hitch route and score. Second touchdown pass for Carr. Gay is out to attempt the point after. And it's good. So with 2:29 to go left in quarter number 1, Vegas leads at 14-0. A 9-play, 80-yard drive, taking up just 5 minutes and 26 seconds. Orlando finding themselves in a hole here early. Another booming kickoff by Gay will not be returned, and Orlando will start again at their own 25. Orlando, coached by Brian Flores, entering his 4th season. He has a 24-21 record. First season didn't make the playoffs. Last 2 has made the playoffs. Seem to be getting better and better each year. The rookie Najee Harris in at running back. Back to pass. Fires to Hill at the 30. He's got the first down at the 35. Hayden finally tackles him at the 36. Tyreek Hill for London last season. 74 catches, 954 yards, 7 touchdowns. Free agent picked up after the Devontae Adams move at the start of free agency. 1st and 10, ball at the Orlando 36. Allen back to pass, fires a screen to Harris to the 40 to midfield. Martinez will spin him down at the Orlando 49. Another first down for Orlando. Damian Harris comes into the game now. No, I'm sorry, Najee's still in. I gotta get the numbers right here. That'll help. 3 wide receivers set for Orlando. Looks like Allen's changing the play at the line. And Las Vegas wasn't ready for it, so they call a timeout. So timeout on the field. Clock will stop with 1:04 left to go. Las Vegas uses their first timeout. They lead 14-0. Now Damian Harris will come in. Orlando primarily uses 12 personnel. 1 running back, 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers. Pitch right to Harris, looking for room to run. Cracks midfield, just inside Las Vegas territory. Tackled by Davis, a gain of 2 yards, brings up 2nd and 8. 59 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Orlando looking to get something going here on their second drive of the game. Najee Harris back in. And pitch left to Najee Harris. The rookie from Alabama gets stopped by Martinez at the line of scrimmage, and that will be the final play of the first quarter. Las Vegas coming out with a great start here. They lead at 14-0. We'll begin the second quarter here in just a moment on the Replay Sports Channel. You're watching Monday Night Football in the World Football League. Next Monday night, we have a Central Division game between the Chicago Fire and the Detroit Wheels. Both teams won their opening games yesterday. They will face off at Ford Field next week, so be sure to check that out. And if you want more information about the WFL, here's a couple ways you can keep informed. WFL Nation is the official league Facebook page. Check that out for the latest information about the league. Also, the Replay Sports Channel. Be a subscriber That way you can get live coverage of games like this as they happen, or you can stream them at your heart's content. And we also have a Facebook page as well for the Replay Sports channel. So take a quick look at the first quarter statistics. Not surprising, dominated by Las Vegas. Total yards, 155 to 43. Time of possession, almost 10.5 minutes to Orlando's 4.5 minutes there. But Orlando, toward the end of the quarter, appeared to be putting no drive together here. They'll come under a test here to see if they can convert a 3rd and 8. Allen breaks the huddle. Empty backfield, 4 wide receiver set. Back to pass. Hill under pressure. Allen under pressure. Completes it to Kirk at midfield. A gain of maybe 1 yard. We have an injured Las Vegas player, Jones. He's heading to the sidelines. So it'll bring up 4th and 7. And Orlando will be forced to punt once again. Hecker out to punt. Peoples-Jones out to return. Hecker's going to try to aim this one to go out of bounds. And it'll roll out of bounds at the Las Vegas 12-yard line. 14:48 left to go here in the second quarter. And this is Las Vegas will begin their 3rd possession deep in their own territory. I formation behind Carr. Kamara will be the deep back. He'll get the handoff, looking for a hole. To the 15, the 20. He's got the first down. Brought down by Hitchens at the 23. Our sideline crew tells us that Jones is going to be okay and available to come back to play when Vegas is on defense. So a gain of 11 for Kamara. 1st and 10, ball at the Las Vegas 23. We've got 3 wide receivers set now. Kamara still in the backfield. Adams, Myers, and Moore are the wide receivers. Play action. Under pressure. Carr looking for Adams. Incomplete. Adams double covered there. And the ball goes incomplete. 2nd and 10 for the Outlaws. From the pistol, Carr calling the plays. Carr back to pass, under pressure. Shoots the screen over to Kamara, racing down the sidelines to the 30. He's got the first down, finally pushed out of bounds by Van Der Esch at the Vegas 34. 1st and 10, Las Vegas. Ball at their own 34. Kamara, 3 pass receptions already in this game. Carr, great start, 13 of 14, 156 yards. Carr started in the pistol, but now he's going to move under center. And we have a penalty on the play. And our referee tonight is Alex Kemp, and he informs us that false start committed by the offense, by the tackle Deckers. That's going to move him back to the Las Vegas 29. First called penalty we've had tonight. First time we've seen Alex Kemp, the referee, tonight. Kamara will remain in at running back. Carr shifts to the pistol. Carr back to pass. Has time. Plenty of time. Looks for Myers, but he overthrows him. Incomplete. Williams there. Also covering on the play. Brings up 2nd and 15. Pasty crowd here at Bright House Field. Trying to help the defense, and they do. Armstead with the sack. Loss of 6 brings up 3rd and 21. Armstead getting around his man and rolling the quarterback. 3rd and 21. Carr will empty out the backfield on 3rd down. Back to pass. Fires over the middle to Myers near the 40. Tackled immediately by Williams. It's a 16-yard game, well shy of the 1st down. And for the first time tonight, Orlando is forcing Las Vegas to punt. We get to see Jack Fox for the first time punting for Las Vegas. Westbrook will be back to receive deep for the Apollos, standing at his own 20. Fox gets away a beauty. The return from inside his own 10. Westbrook with some room to run. Finally stopped at the Orlando 16. Clock will stop with 11:43 to go. The Outlaws lead at 14-0. Orlando offensive unit comes out on the field. We've had light rain here this evening, so the field is a little slick. Najee Harris in at running back. 1st and 10, ball at the Orlando 16. Back to pass. Allen has to get rid of it. He's being chased, and that pass is incomplete. Ended up underthrowing Najee Harris. I'll bring up 2nd and 10. 11 and a half minutes to go here in the 2nd quarter. Three wide receivers set now for Orlando. From the gun, Allen in trouble. He's going to run. He tucks it under. Tackled by Jones at the 18. Just a 2-yard gain for Allen. And I'll bring up 3rd and 8. First time we've seen Allen take off with the ball today. Empty backfield for Allen on 3rd down. Back to pass. Under pressure. There's a penalty flag down. Kirk makes the short catch near the 20. Let's see what the result of the flag is. And it's going to be encroachment on the defense. Let's see here. They'll accept the penalty, and it'll make it 3rd and 3. So 3rd and 3. They gain 2. So they'll take the penalty, take the 5-yard gain, and have a more workable 3rd and 3 coming up. Allen, once again from the pistol, back to pass. Has time. Fires underneath for Lockett, who was double-teamed, but it's incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Allen off to a tough start tonight. 4 of 10 for just 40 yards. Hecker out to punt again. Peoples-Jones standing at his own 40. They can get a good return or good field position here for Las Vegas. Peoples-Jones will signal fair catch, standing at his own 27. So a punt of 50 yards. Clock stops with 10:37 left to go here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget, halftime, we'll go over some of the results from yesterday, take a quick look at next week. Highlighted the Chicago-Detroit Monday night game coming up. We have our first ever Battle of Europe coming up next week. Berlin and London. We'll be touting that for you at halftime. Derek Carr bringing the offense out once again for Las Vegas. I formation behind Carr. Changing the play at the line of scrimmage. Back to pass now. Going deep for Adams at midfield. Tipped away by Williams, incomplete. Carr saw something at the line he didn't like. Audibled out. Pass was incomplete. Carr, 14 of 17 for 172 yards tonight. Adams in his debut for Vegas, 3 receptions for 36 yards. Taylor the deep back in the I formation. He'll get the handoff. Off tackle left. He's to the 30. Tackled by Houston. Houston looks like he got his ankle rolled over while making the tackle. He's going to hobble off to the sideline there. And this looks serious. He makes it to the sideline, but he's going to need help the rest of the way. So we'll try to get a report on him as the game progresses. Gain of 3, so it brings up 3rd and 7 for Vegas. Ball at the Las Vegas 30. The Outlaws empty out the backfield. Back to pass. Carr looking. Wide open. Adams, and it's incomplete. Ball glances off his fingertips. Incomplete. He was wide open. And it brings up 4th down. So, second consecutive drive where Vegas has gone 3 and out and been forced to punt. Fox back to punt. Westbrook standing at his own 30. Fox gets away a beauty. Westbrook calls for the fair catch at the 17. Clock stops with 10:14 to go here. Second quarter. Las Vegas leads 14-0. Damian Harris into the game now for Orlando. He'll get the handoff off tackle right. Gets a couple. Spun down by Davis at the 19. Second and 8, they go to the 3 wide receiver set. Allen back to pass. Completes it to Kirk for the first down. Near the 30. Tackled by McLeod. Gain of 11. 1st and 10. Under the 10-minute mark now. Ball will be at the Orlando 30. They'll stay with that 3 wide receiver set. Allen. Short underneath to Najee Harris. Tackled immediately by Gary. 3-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 7. Second and 7 from the Orlando 33. Back to pass. Allen throws a short hitch over to Lockett. Lockett with room to run. He's got the first down. Tackled by Gary. Two plays in a row there. Gary's made a tackle. At the 42. First down. Gain of 9 yards. Nearing the 8-minute mark of the second quarter. Damian Harris comes into the game now at running back. Up, and there's a miscommunication there, and Allen's going to have to take the sack. Van Noy brings him down, loss of 4. He was looking to hand off, but I don't think Damian got the signal there. Vegas led the league in sacks last season, 35 team sacks. Myles Garrett was the sack leader with 12. Van Noy getting to do the sack dance here in 2022. 2nd and 14, ball will be placed at the Orlando 38. We're past the halfway point of the second quarter. Vegas with a 14-0 lead. Allen, back of the gun, back to pass. Throws over the middle, looking for Hawkinson. Incomplete. Clark with the coverage there brings up 3rd and 14. Detecting early signs here, the Orlando offense is struggling. Allen back to pass, surveys the field, completes it to Higgins. Higgins gains just 6 yards, though, and it'll bring up 4th down. Orlando, struggling on third down, has just converted 1 of 6 so far tonight. Hecker back in to punt. He can boom some. Peoples-Jones standing at his own 20. Good punt. Jones at his own 15 gets out to about the Vegas 17 where he's tackled. 39-yard punt. Clock stops at 5:49. Fast-moving second quarter. If you were with us for the Berlin-Toronto game, I know you couldn't hear us, but that's into that second quarter seemed to take forever. From the 2-minute warning on, it took forever. Well, if you watch it, you could see. But that was an unintentional announcerless game. So hopefully this is working a lot better than what happened on Thursday. So Vegas gets the ball at their own 17, 5:49 to go. They have 2 timeouts left, plus the 2-minute warning. Gillum will line up wide to the right. Taylor will be the lone running back. Play action. Carr back to pass. Over the middle. Adams incomplete. Williams helps break up the pass there. Brings up 2nd and 10. Carr sets up in the pistol formation. Kamara in now at running back. Back to pass. Short in route to Adams. He's to the 25, close to the first down. Reed tackles him after a 9-yard gain, brings up 3rd and 1. 5.5 minutes to go until halftime. Taylor, the deep back in the eye. Gillum, the fullback. Handoff. Taylor up the middle. He's got the first down, a little more. 30, 35, 40. Finally tackled by Levante David at the 41. Taylor on the night so far. 5 carries, 24 yards. Couple of missed tackles on that play. Vegas sticks with the I formation. Taylor again up the middle. Following that line, Van Der Esch stops him after a gain of 1. Ball at the Las Vegas 42. Orlando deferred at the coin toss. They will get the ball to start the third quarter. Peyton Barber comes in at running back for the first time tonight. They set up in 12 personnel. Carr throws a screen to Barber in the backfield, and he's going to be tackled for a loss. Van Der Esch. Loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 10. It's a muggy, hot night here. 91 degrees. We had light rain on and off. And these teams played 2 preseason games. And not all the first teamers played. So as we get into second and third quarter, we're kind of see how the conditioning goes here. Empty backfield for Carr on 3rd and 10. Need to get just inside Orlando territory to get the first down. Back in the gun. Carr releases to Myers at midfield. He's got the first down, a little more. Tackled by Williams at the 45 of Orlando. They'll mark him at the 44. 1st and 10. 3 minutes to go until halftime. to the I formation. Taylor off tackle right, near the 40. Tackled by Williams at the 41, gain of 3. And that's going to be the last play of before the 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning. Las Vegas leads at 14-0. For our baseball fans out there, just a reminder, our MLB 67 replay continues. We're in early September, less than a month to go of the regular season. Great pennant race in the American League between 4 or 5 teams. 2 of them, Chicago White Sox, Detroit Tigers, will play in our next game of the week, coming up very, very soon. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Replay Sports Channel, to check it out. That way you can watch it live, interact, or stream it at your own leisure. That's the MLB 67 game of the week. White Sox, Tigers. Tigers currently in my replay. Second place, they're about 3 games behind Boston, who's in first. White Sox are in third place. They're 5.5 games, I believe, behind Boston. So the 2-minute warning's over. Las Vegas has 2 timeouts left. Orlando has all 3 of theirs. Vegas, 14-0 lead. 2nd and 7. 3 wide receivers set for Derek Carr. Carr in trouble. Gonna have to run for it. Tries to stretch for the first down. Tackled by Van Der Esch at the 34. He gets the first down. Great second effort there by Derek Carr. 1st and 10. Ball at the Orlando 34. Under the 2-minute mark. Vegas taking their time to line up. Back to pass. Throws underneath for Kamara. It's incomplete. Van Der Esch has been Johnny on the spot here tonight for Orlando. It just seems like he's on every play. Clock will stop with 1:24 to go. Brings up 2nd and 10. Carr completes pass to Adams near the 25, where he's tackled by Reed. 9 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1. Again, Vegas taking their time here. They lead 14-0. Carr back to pass. Completes it to Moore inside the 20s to the 15. Tackled by Humphrey at the 13-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Vegas. 48 seconds left to go. Carr now speeding things up. No huddle. Hurrying to get him to the line. Draw play to Kamara. Gets out to about the line of scrimmage. That's it. And Carr immediately has to call a timeout. Clock will stop with 29 seconds left in the first half. Vegas has 1 timeout left. 29 seconds left to go here in the first half. Back to pass. Fires over the middle to Goddard. He's got it. Touchdown. Touchdown Outlaws. The tight end, Goddard, with the score. And it looked like he changed the Carr changed the call at the line there. And that slant to Goddard, and he does the rest. Gay on for the extra point. And Las Vegas 21-0 lead here in Orlando. 13 play, 83-yard drive. Another 5-minute, 26-yard drive for the Outlaws. And this one sails out of the end zone for a touchback. So there's just 23 seconds left. You're down by 3 scores. I think Orlando is going to say, let's go to the locker room for halftime. Taysom Hill out there at quarterback, but he's just going to take the knee. And that does not sit well with the home fans here. And that will be the end of the first half. Orlando trails 21-0 here on Week 1 edition of Monday Night Football here in the World Football League. We'll be back with halftime statistics. We're going to take a look back at Week 1 doings here in the WFL. So make sure to stick around. Halftime festivities going on here at Bright House Field in Orlando. Take a look at those first half statistics, and man, total net offense. Las Vegas 273, Orlando just 72 yards. Time of possession also a big factor for Las Vegas. Derek Carr off to a great start tonight. 20 of 26, 229 yards and 3 touchdowns. Wide receiver Devontae Adams in his first appearance for Las Vegas after leaving Orlando. 5 catches, 54 yards, and 1 touchdown. Josh Allen off to a terrible start. Complete opposite of Carr. 8 of 15 for just 69 yards. They are struggling. This offense is struggling tonight. So quickly take you around the league for a quick recap of Week 1 as the World Football League starts its 44th season. Take you around the league real quick, some of the highlights, recaps of what happened. We got underway Thursday night, Berlin at Toronto. BMO Field was the site of them raising the championship banner, Toronto's first ever championship. And Melvin Gordon had a great night on Thursday night. Ran the ball 21 times for 90 yards, 3 touchdowns in that game, as the Hitmen begin defense of their crown with a 35-27 victory over the Thunder. And then Sunday, across the pond in London, the New Look Knights defeated the St. Louis Stars 16-9. Wide receiver Pringle, 7 catches for 86 yards and a touchdown. Owe had 2 forced fumbles and 8 tackles in that game. Denver at Arizona, which I think I have all over there on the right there. Arizona starts off with a 23-17 win. Clowney, a sack, a forced fumble in that game. And then Mexico City, Azteca Stadium, the Los Angeles Wildcats, the New Look Wildcats, defeated the Aztecs 33-13. Dak Prescott on the day, 25 of 36, 291 yards and 2 touchdowns. First time LA has won a game since October 24th of 2021. It's been 11 months since their last win. That's a fun plane ride home. It had to have been. Memphis at Birmingham. Memphis, the new members of the Southern Division, lost 41-10 to Birmingham. Baker Mayfield, great day, 24 of 37, 300 yards, 4 touchdowns in that one. And then, speaking of new members of the Southern Division, Washington was not treated so nicely as they gained entrance into the Southern Division, being defeated by Tampa Bay 25-14. Tom Brady, again, off to another great start. 30 of 42, 277 yards, and a touchdown. And then in Detroit, Houston, a member of the Central Division now, lost to Detroit 36-16. Aaron Rodgers, 31 of 45, 340 yards, 3 touchdowns in that game. And in Chicago, the Fire defeated San Antonio 38-20. In that game, Tyler Murray regaining the starting quarterback position, 28 of 42, 282 yards, 2 touchdowns in that game. And then probably the stunner of the week, the Philadelphia Bell lay a 50 burger on the New York Generals, 51-6. Deebo Samuel, 15 carries, 128 yards and a touchdown, 5 receptions for 76 yards, and 2 receiving touchdowns in that game. So that's a quick look at Week 1. Week 2 coming up. Just a quick highlight look at some of those games here. As I mentioned, I teased it in the first half. Our first ever Battle of Europe. The London Knights get to play Berlin. Berlin has their home opener in the home city there. So that'll be the early kickoff there. New York at Toronto. New York trying to rebound from that beating they took from Philadelphia. Speaking of Philadelphia, they'll be playing host to the San Antonio Commanders. Los Angeles makes the cross-country trip to take on the Washington Federals. Tampa Bay and Birmingham, a battle for first place in the Southern Division as these 2 undefeated teams take on one another at Legion Field. Orlando tonight will be traveling, next week, after this game, we'll be traveling to Memphis to take on the Express. St. Louis and Houston looking for their first win, take on each other at Energy Stadium in Houston. Vegas, next week, will travel to Denver to take on the Gold. Mexico City travels to Arizona to take on the Wranglers. And our Monday night game, as promised, Chicago Fire, Detroit Wheels, battle for the Central Division lead next Monday night. All right, so the halftime festivities have concluded. Both teams are back out on the field. Las Vegas will be kicking off to Orlando to start the third quarter. Rodgers, the deep man, is going to watch this one sail out of the end zone for a touchback. 72 yards of offense for Orlando. And taking a look at the injury report, Houston is doubtful to return. He was the defensive player that got hurt in the first half. Najee Harris, the lone running back. Play action. And Allen is sacked. Myles Garrett, league sack leader, makes the sack. And Garrett just comes out of nowhere. Shakes his man, and he is there. So bring up 2nd and 14 now. Allen lines up in the gun, back to pass. Completes it to Kirk at the 30. Finally stopped after a 12-yard gain. Ball be at the 33. Brings up 3rd and 2. Orlando just 1 of 6 on 3rd down in the first half. Las Vegas 6 of 8. Harris stays in at running back. Draw to Harris. He's got the first down and a little more. Garrett finally tackles him down at the Orlando 39. First down, Orlando. Harris gets the ball. He's going to go off tackle right to the 45. Mark him down at the 46. Tackle by Davis. That's just his third run of the night. Has gained all of 13 yards. Allen in the gun here on 2nd and 3. Play action with time. Throws. Looking for Tariq Hill, but it's a bad throw. Incomplete. A little bit behind the receiver. Brings up 3rd and 3. They'll empty out the backfield here on 3rd down. Allen back to pass. Fires underneath to Kirk. He's got the first down at midfield. Tackled by Hayden at the Las Vegas 48-yard line. So 6-yard pickup. Kirk, 4 catches for 30 yards tonight. Harris, pitch left. Trying to find some room, but he's tackled in the backfield by Myles Garrett. Harris going nowhere, loses 4 yards. Ball be placed at the Orlando 48. Orlando going backwards. Allen back to pass. Completes it to Kirk. Back inside Las Vegas territory. Gain of 6 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 8. Empty backfield for Allen on 3rd down. Allen under pressure, and he's taken down by Ogunjobi. 2nd sack of the day for that Vegas defensive unit, and it'll bring up 4th down and the punting unit. And the Orlando crowd is letting that offense know it at their displeasure. Hecker out to punt again. Peoples-Jones standing inside his own 15. This one's going to go near the sideline and out of bounds at the Las Vegas 13. 9:39 to go here in the 3rd quarter. It's been all Las Vegas so far, 21-0. Derek Carr bringing the Las Vegas offense out for its first possession of the 2nd half. Back to pass. Fires to Goddard. He's got a first down at about the 23-yard line. Carr, 21 of 27 for 239 yards. I formation behind Carr. Under 9.5 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Taylor gets the ball off tackle left, past the 30. Vanderish brings him down to the 31, 8-yard gain. Taylor on the night, 8 carries, 36 yards. Have a feeling we're going to see a little bit more running out of Las Vegas here in the 2nd half. Vegas approaching the 300-yard mark on tonight's game. Taylor gets the handoff, but he is met near the line of scrimmage. They'll give him credit for 1 yard. Allen with a stop at the 32 brings up 3rd and 1. Taylor gets the ball again. Off tackle left. Don't think he made it. Spun down by Hitchens at the 32. 4th down. And Orlando's defense energized by that stop as they head back to the sidelines. Fox will come out to punt. Westbrook is the deep man standing at his own 30. Fox gets away another good kick. There's no wind here tonight. Westbrook inside his own 10 makes a return. Stopped at the Orlando 22. 6:46 to go here in the third quarter. Las Vegas 21. Orlando 0. Damian Harris into the game now for Orlando. They try to get something going offensively here. He'll go off tackle right. Gains maybe a yard. Davis brings him down at the 23. Allen from the gun. Back to pass. He's under pressure and sacked by Jones. But wait a second. There is a flag on the play. We'll await referee Alex Kemp's call. It's going to be on the offense, tripping on the center. Filer was the trip there. So they'll take the sack. It'll bring up 3rd and 22. Allen, before he can get the play off, there's a flag on the play. And Miners again. This time it's a false start. And poor Matt Filer. Oh, I'm sorry, that was the guard, Miners. So left guard, Quinn Miners got called that time. Actually, that's Orlando's first penalty, or first accepted penalty called on them tonight. 3rd and 27. Ball back to Orlando 5. They got to get to the 32 for the first down. Allen throws it out to Hill. Gain of 8. Well short of the first down. 4th and 19. And Orlando prepares to punt it away. Hecker standing in his own end zone. Las Vegas looking to get good field position here. Peoples-Jones calls for the fair catch at the Las Vegas 38. 5:05 to go here in quarter number 3, and it's been all Las Vegas tonight. Carr, back to pass. Going to fire it downfield to Adams. Incomplete. Williams, close on the coverage there. And they've been testing that side of the defensive backfield a lot tonight. Hand off to Taylor, off tackle left. He gets to the 40. Finally tackled by David at the 42. Gain of 4 yards brings up 3rd and 6. Jonathan Taylor, last season, a candidate for Rookie of the Year. Of course, he loses out to the eventual winner, Justin Herbert. Empty backfield on 3rd down. Carr. I was just talking about Justin Herbert. Derek Carr standing in the shotgun. Back to pass. Fires underneath to Adams at midfield. He's got the first down. Tackled by Reed, a gain of 9 yards. just inside Orlando territory. Ball will be marked at the Orlando 49-yard line. I formation for Las Vegas. Taylor gets the handoff. Off tackle left to the 45, 40. Tackled by Ryan. Gain of 9 yards. 3.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Kamara comes in for Taylor. Kamara picks up the first down. Finally stopped by Armstead at the 37. Gain of 3 yards. As a team, Las Vegas, 18 carries, 75 yards, averaging 4.2 yards a carry tonight. Contrast that with Orlando, 11 carries, 13 yards, just 1.2 yards per carry. Kamara will stay in the game at running back. Kamara will get the call, off tackle right to the 30. Williams missed a tackle there, but finally Allen wrapped him up at the 30, gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. 3 wide receiver set in now for Las Vegas. Back to pass. Carr has time. Completes to Adams inside the 20. Tackled immediately by Reed at the Orlando 17. Vegas inside the red zone. Nearing the 1.5-minute mark of the third quarter. Vegas looking to put this game away. Barber in at running back. Carr, plenty of time. Throws underneath to Myers at the 14. Tackled by Humphrey. Hitchens is heading toward the sideline with an apparent injury. Ball will be placed at the Orlando 13, 2nd and 6. Kamara in the game at running back. He'll get the call. Off tackle left, looking for the hole to the 10, near the first down. And he's going to be a yard shy, gain of 5. David with the tackle there. 3rd and 1. Less than a minute to go here. Kamara stays in the game at running back. Handoff to Kamara. Up the middle. Don't think he got it. Wonham with the stop at the 8, and that will be the last play of the third quarter. It's been all Las Vegas tonight. They lead 21-0 as we head to the final 15 minutes of this game. And we'll get our first look at Matt Gay kicking a field goal. Last season, 20 of 28 in the field goal department. This one should be a chip shot for him. From about 25 yards out. And it's good. And some of the Orlando fans are heading to the exits. 24-0 lead for Las Vegas. And the kickoff sails out of the end zone for a touchback. Next week, as we said, Las Vegas travels to Denver to take on the Gold. Orlando will travel to Memphis to take on the Express. A lot of work for Orlando, it'll appear, this week, heading into that Memphis game. Damian Harris in at running back now, as Orlando starts this next series. Sweep right, looking for a hole, gets it, gets maybe a couple. Van Noy with a stop at the 27. Najee Harris in the game now. He'll get the handoff straight up the middle, and I don't think he got anything. Myles Garrett stops him at the line of scrimmage, brings up 3rd and 8. Obvious passing situation here for Orlando. Back to pass. Allen looking for Hill. Incomplete. Covered by Love. And Orlando goes 3 and out as more orange and blue clad fans begin to make their way toward the exits. Hecker on to punt. Peoples-Jones standing inside his own 40. He's going to return it. Finally stopped at the Las Vegas 39. 13:23 to go here in the game. Las Vegas is dominated from start to finish so far. I formation behind Carr. Handoff Taylor off tackle right. He's to the 40. Brought down by Armstead at the 42. Gain of 3 yards. Taylor now, 13 carries, 53 yards. With these off-season moves, Vegas has got to be seen as a favorite for the Pacific Division once again, as Taylor picks up a couple more. Van Der Esch with a tackle at the Las Vegas 44, 3rd and 5. So Devontae Adams helps in the wide receiving area. Elijah Moore, the rookie, has had a good night so far. And they have the pieces there on defense to make another run. I guess the unknown factor is going to be the new head coach, Todd Bowles. How will he do in the role as head coach? 3rd and 5 for Las Vegas. They'll go 3 wide receiver set here. And before Carr can get the playoff, there's a penalty flag. And neutral zone infraction on Orlando. And that's going to be an automatic first down. And Brian Flores on the other sideline. A lot of things they're going to need to work on. And they knew some of these things they were going to work on. You lose Devontae Adams. You lose your number 1 running back even before the season begins. So 1st and 10. Taylor back in the game at running back. He'll get the handoff. Get inside Orlando territory. Tackled by David at the Orlando 46. 12 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Vegas taking their time. Hands off again to Taylor. He's to the 40. He's got the first down. Tackled by Hitchens. Gain of 6 yards. Taylor now 16 carries for 66 yards. Again, been a hot day today. At kickoff, 91 degrees. And then the rain just made it just steamy here. See a lot of players on the sidelines with the H2O. And I'm sure at halftime with the IVs going. Football is back in session. Speaking of taking a break, Taylor off to the sidelines to grab a Gatorade bottle. Kamara's into the game now. He'll get the handoff. Looking for a hole in the left side there. Goes down the sidelines. Got the first down at the 30. Uche pushes him out of bounds at the Orlando 27. Clock will stop with 10:36 left to go. in the game. Kamara, not a bad night. 9 carries, 43 yards, 3 receptions for 19 yards. Carr hands off to Kamara to the 25, 20. Allen with the tackle at the 19. We're under the 10-minute mark of the game, of the fourth quarter. Brings up 2nd and 2. Kamara, handoff, first down, 10, 5. Oh, and he's tackled by Williams at the 2. And Marlon Humphrey, defensive back for Orlando, shaken up on the play. He's heading to the sidelines. Las Vegas, really historically, known as a running team. And when Todd Bowles took over, he said that was one of the things they did not want to change. First and goal. Ball at the Orlando 2. Kamara, the deep back. Handoff. Kamara into the end zone. Touchdown. And Las Vegas making it look easy tonight. Alvin Kamara celebrating with his teammates. Take a look at that one again. It's just power football there. The right side of the line just dominating their will over the left side of that Orlando side. And Gay's point after attempt is up and good. 9:04 left to go in this one. And the Outlaws looking to do something that hadn't been done so far in week 1 is shut a team out. Could have our first shutout of week 1. They lead it 31-0. Orlando trying to get something on the board here before the end of the game as the kickoff sails into the end zone for the touchback. Allen lines up in the pistol. 3 wide receivers set to start this series. Back to pass. Fires underneath to Hawkinson, incomplete. Hawkinson, the tight end, is yet to make a catch tonight. Allen, 12 of 22 for just 101 yards. Draw to Harris. He'll pick up a couple. Tackled by Clark at the 28. Brings up 3rd and 7. Back to pass. Under pressure. He's going to take off. He's to the 30. Tackled by McLeod at the 34. Brings up 4th and 1. And Orlando, down by 31 points, are forced to go for it here. They'll bring in the heavy set package. Najee Harris, the deep back. Harris gets the handoff. He's got the first down and a little more. Gain of 5 yards. So a smattering of applause for those that stayed, that they converted the first down. A little bit of a Bronx cheer probably mixed in. Allen, back to pass. Over the middle for his wide receiver, Kirk, but it's incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 6:44 left to go on this one. Orlando just trying to get points on the board here. Allen back to pass. There's a flag on the play. And it's going to be holding on Orlando. So that'll move him back 10 yards. Brings up 2nd and 20 from the Orlando 29. Allen from the pistol. Under pressure. Finds Harris at the screen. He's to the 30, the 40. Tackled by Landry. 12-yard gain. Brings up 3rd and 8. They'll empty out the backfield here on 3rd down. Allen back to pass. Incomplete. Dumped it over to Lockett. Incomplete. We have a Las Vegas player heading to the sidelines. Looks like it's Smith. So another 4th down attempt here. Orlando's going to keep the offense out. Under 6 minutes to go in the game. Allen calling for the ball. Back to pass. Looking. Fires. Incomplete to Lockett, but there's pass interference on the defensive back Ward. That's going to be an automatic 1st down. Finally, reaction out of Todd Bowles. He's kind of been Sphinx-like there tonight. He finally gets a reaction. We had him. 4th down, and DPI gets called. So fresh set of downs for Orlando. Ball be spotted at midfield. Harris returns at running back. Back to pass. Screen to Harris. Room to run. Finally stopped by Gary at the 45. 5.5 minutes to go in the game. 2nd and 5. Allen with time. Completes over the middle to Kirk at the 30. Deepest penetration for Orlando tonight. Trying to avoid the shutout. Back to pass. Screen to Harris. He's at the 25, the 20, the 15. Landry finally cuts him down at the 12-yard line. 1st and 10 Orlando. Best drive of the night for him. It comes a little late as they trail 31-0. Allen back to pass. Looking up top for Kirk at the 5. Finally tackled by McLeod at the Las Vegas 2. 1st and goal, Orlando. First time we've said that tonight. They'll bring in the bigs again. Harris will be the deep back. Handoff Harris. Going to try to sweep right. Breaks the plane of the goal. Touchdown. Najee Harris scores his first WFL touchdown on a 2-yard run, and Orlando avoids the shutout. Let's take a look at that play again on the replay. Just a power sweep there by Orlando. And Elliott's kick is blocked. I'm sorry, Folk's kick. Nick Folk's kick is blocked. Folk, who played for Los Angeles last season, his first kicking attempt not so good. That's just kind of the way it's gone for Orlando tonight. They trail 31-6, 3:17 to go. Good opportunity for an onside kick attempt here, which he does. And Vegas has the hands team up. Taylor up there to recover. 3:06 to go. And that's pretty much going to be it. I think when you got to start thinking MVP for the game tonight, you got to definitely look at Derek Carr and the game he had tonight. 3 touchdowns. Hand off to Taylor. He's going to be tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of 1. Devontae Adams, his return to Orlando, a good one. 7 catches, 76 yards, and 1 touchdown. Vegas taking their time coming to the line. Taylor gets the handoff, off tackle right, gets to about the 45. Gain of 1. And that will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning. It's been all Las Vegas. They lead 31-6. 3rd and 10. And they're going to keep it on the ground. Taylor again penetrating that right side. Leighton Vander Esch, 10 tackles on the day. And there will be no attempt by Orlando to stop it. And Vegas is going to try to run down as much clock as they can here. And Todd Bowles tells the official he's going to call the timeout there with 1:16 left. So Orlando will get the ball back. Again, try to pad the stats here and prove the situation here. Fox back to punt. Westbrook inside his own 15 to return it. Fox kicks it away. Goes out of bounds at the 12-yard line. 1:12 left to go in the game. Orlando. A lot of work to do as they begin their 2022 campaign. Allen from the gun. Back to pass. Fires over the middle to Kirk at the 22. Flag on the play. And this one will go against Orlando. So wipes out that first down. Taylor Lewan, the right tackle. Caught holding. They'll move the ball back to the 6-yard line. Four penalties for 26 yards. I think all of them occurred in the fourth quarter. Allen back to pass. Fires underneath to Hawkinson. Gains 2 yards. That's his first catch of the night. Brings up 2nd and 14. Allen back to pass. Completes it to Kirk at the 15. Gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 5. Looks like they'll run one more play, and that might be it. Back to pass. Completes it to Hill at the 35. He's got the first down. But I think that's going to be it. And the seconds will tick up. Well, he got out of bounds. Oh, Hayden pushed him out of bounds. You're looking at Hayden like, why did you push him out of bounds? But that's pretty much going to be it. An impressive start for the Las Vegas Outlaws. Harris is going to just run out the clock. And that will do it. The final whistle has blown. Vegas starts 2022 impressive fashion. 31-6 over Orlando. Player of the game, David Carr. Finishes the night 24-31. 265 yards, 3 touchdowns on the night. Just a reminder, our next game Monday Night Football, Chicago Fire, Detroit Wheels. Make sure to check us out on our YouTube channel, where you can watch all of our games from the last season and now live, or the ones we're doing now, watch them live, or you can watch them streaming. Again, this has been a feature presentation of the World Football League. I've been Glenn Walker, been your guide, your host, your announcer. Hope you enjoyed it and have a great night. We'll see you again soon.